I really, really like how this team is writing Wonder Woman. I think they're doing a fantastic job, and so the problems come with the general plotting. Like, I would love for this series to just kind of meander with Wonder Woman and Detta,
Etta.
I think is her name,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and just have them like she got injured, she's on leave, Wonder Woman's on leave, and it's like, what do these superheroes and this super people do when they're not superheroing? Because there's so much more to superheroes than just them killing bad guys or stopping bad
Mhm.
guys. And I feel like the books don't explore that enough. I know Superman was doing that a bit with his family stuff, which was really, really good. And I would like to see that with Wonder Woman, where there's no big mystery, there's no big villain. It's just, here's a short run of 5 books of what does she do when she can't go stop bad guys?
Mhm.
How does she help people? Because she's going to, because that's who she
Yeah.
is.
And we've
Yeah.
seen that a little bit here and there in this run, which I really
And
like.
then it has
Yeah,
to go back to her fighting
exactly.
people for 9 pages.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. And I mean, like if you look at the cover, I think it's the reason, sort of the reason why there's action in this book too, is because they think without action it won't sell, which is sort of
Also,
unfortunate.
the cover
but,
is a really bad representation of what this book actually is, I think. But
Yeah.
or what I was sort of hoping in this book is that the way that Wonder Woman deals with the death of the quote unquote bad guy in the last
Yeah.
issue, and it's sort of like her compassion and the fallout in that. Which, I mean, Chad, you're talking about like it would be cool to just see her, chill and not deal with any bad guy or anything, and just what does she do when she's not Wonder Woman? And I think that starting after like taking down a villain and then like with that compassion, I think it was a great place to start, and then it just sort of went right back to the action, which is unfortunate.
It really is a fantastic first page.
Mhm.
I like the idea of superheroes dealing with loss either through their own means, killing a villain or a friend dying, because there's so much. The stakes are really weird when you're the superhero. You're trying to save a person, a city, a world, and if you fail, it's just destruction.
yeah,
Like there's really no black and white to failure with a lot of these characters, and so to see that side of them, how they contemplate morality and mortality and all of that stuff is really would be interesting, and I think Wonder Woman would be the perfect vessel for
Yeah.
that.
and I mean, Wonder Woman is
Mhm.
great for it because even though her whole ethos is love and compassion, she's also a character that doesn't view morals as black and white in the way that a Superman or a Batman does, where they
Right.
are
True.
very much willing to come down as good or evil, right?
Mhm.
Superman maybe a little less so than Batman, but I mean, there's a reason that Diana is at the funeral of the villain that she ended up having to kill him. Well, I don't think she ended up killing her, but who ended up dying in the
No.
last issue, because I mean, she has empathy for her, and she explains that to Etta at one point in the issue too.
Mhm.
And I think that it's like stuff like that is really touching. And it's like, I mean, like Chad said, it's not something that is explored very often, and it has the potential to be to do something different with superheroes.
And just further on that, Etta's reaction I think was strong for me because she's not forgiving this person who blew up, who set a bomb off at her cousin's
Yeah,
funeral. I think it was
wedding.
Yeah, wedding. Oh right. Oh shoot.
Yeah,
Brother's wedding.
Shit. Yeah, it was a wedding. But and then the fact that Diana's not like, oh well, you should be like this. That she's sort of like, Etta, if you like that, that's great. But she's sort of leading by example, which is that compassion. Should I? She's not like forcing it upon Etta, but she's sort of being like, okay, like I understand where you're coming from, and just that understanding that gray area of other people, understanding that people are people. It's great, and the work that Shea Fontana does is stellar in that regard.